G'day, temp number 3. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to try it somewhat differently, okay? Just going to put some scrap bits of PLA in this container. These are the ones that are no good. So far we've got 3, make that 4, and a bit of wisp, something like that, and some little knitting stuff. Alright, what I'm going to do is put that in the oven. And we're going to melt that down. It's starting to get soft. We're getting closer now. I think my attempt at the third one is a bit flawed. What I was doing is I was melting some PLA in a tin, and hopefully I was going to try to pour it into the mold, but the way that the PLA pours, it's not quite fast, so I think this attempt is a fail. But it has given us a good idea. I think it will work, but we just need some sort of hole in our tin, so we can just put our plastic in there. Then it should run out of the tin and into our mold. Yes, I think that should work. Yes, I think that'll work. Just need to redesign our tin, then we can do that. Almost have to be like a steel funnel. That's what we need, isn't it? Like a steel funnel. Okay, our next trial, we have one glass container. We have one little metal funnel. It's made of aluminium, but it's good enough for this example. Has a small hole at the bottom. Right here. It's not super critical. This is just as a test. Okay, and we have one bit of PLA. We're just going to put it in our little funnel. And what we want to see is we actually want to see the PLA melt, and it'll flow through the funnel and into the bottom of the glass. Definitely see, it's probably about a centimetre down. It's going to drop. in the funnel, then we would have a bit more flow effect. But we are starting to flow quite consistently. We have the temperature of the oven about 210. Okay, so just by looking at this, down the bottom we still have like some air bubbles that come through with one of the bigger drops of PLA plastic. I mean, this has a tendency to work. If we put our mold underneath the stream of that plastic, that should fill it. Hey. Well, that's the idea. I'm not necessarily going to put it in a jar, but it's... We could cut the jar so we could slip it in. Or, well, cut one of my jars. It's an idea. The PLA plastic is spreading. This orange PLA at the moment, see this black bit here? That's burnt. It's all the same PLA. So the temperature of this one's far too high. Okay, I think this is a fail. Yeah. I don't think we're going to get what we want if we continue along this line. It sort of works, but I think the way that we fill the mold is we actually put little bits in, bit at a time, let that melt and let it take its time. Yeah, I think that's the only way we're going to work it, I think. Because I think what we're going to have here is we're going to have we're going to basically end up with burnt plastic in the mold, because we need a high enough temperature to make it like really runny to run through our funnel. And at the bottom, while it's running through the funnel, because the temperature is quite large, then it will start to burn at the bottom. Yeah, so yeah, I think this one's a fail, this attempt. Nice idea. See, we've got sort of like two temperatures. We've got the bar at the bottom here. It's producing a hotter heat than up in the middle of the chamber. It should be the same heat, but it's... So at the bottom it's burning, and where the top it's flowing. So, yeah. Sorry. I mean, I possibly... you can't really raise it up too much, anyway. If we raise it up too much, that's not gonna work. Yeah, no, I think this attempt's a fail.